Hello and welcome to the video. I'm on my way to Åland, which is the island in between Finland and Sweden. I'm taking a ferry there from Stockholm. It takes 7 hours. But I'm very excited to see this place. Don't know much about it, but I've seen videos of it and it looks beautiful. The ship is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's like a cruise ship. I don't know if the elevator's going up. This is so cool. Which is delicious, but very expensive, about $12. Having the Swedish meatballs with lingonberry sauce for dinner. Delicious. This is surprisingly good for boat food, but I do have to listen to this guy singing standards in Swedish accent, which is pretty funny. Good morning and welcome to Åland, an island territory between Sweden and Finland. It's actually owned by Finland, but it's an autonomous region, so they have their own government, and they speak Swedish here. Unfortunately, I'm only here for one day. Got in late last night, leaving early tomorrow morning, but I rented a car. I'm gonna go all around this island, see as much as I can. It's a small island, so I should be able to see a lot. There are actually several islands to this territory, but I'm only going to stick to the main one. I drove up to the northern part of the island to Bergen. This is a Bergen church. Looks very old. Let's see how old it is. That's called the Saltuna Viewing Tower. Hopefully I can go up there. We'll see. Glad I came up here. The views are spectacular. Very windy today. I'm here towards the end of September and there is nobody around. That's what I love about coming off season. Get the place to myself. I'm gonna spontaneously try this trail here. It's supposed to have spectacular rock formations. It's about 3 miles. Let's give it a shot. So far the trail's been all like this. Lots of rocks and twisty trees. This little cave here where apparently some of the locals hid from the Russians in the 1700s when they were invading. This is pretty amazing. Look at this huge crack in the rock. About 20 feet high. And the trail has led to this beautiful lake. awesome rock formations. This is actually a gorge. It only is a few inches thick here, but it stretches out the farther out you go to a few meters wide. That was an excellent trail. Those rock formations were really cool and great sea views at the top part of the loop. The way back was a little bit nondescript, but it was still a hike definitely worth taking if you're going to be in Åland. I really loved it. And it wasn't too difficult. All trails has it rated as hard. It's definitely not hard. It's moderate at best. And about 3 miles. Took me almost 2 hours. But it was fantastic. Just drove to Castleholm to see Castleholm Castle. Let's check it out. This castle was first built in 1388, but it was destroyed and rebuilt several times. This version's from 1891. And this was the medieval kitchen. That was the oven. This is the upper room of the keep. This part was built in the early 1600s. So I guess the whole thing wasn't destroyed and rebuilt, but most of it was. This part is pretty original. Although the ceiling is definitely not original. This is the view from the keep. This is the privy. And there's a staircase underneath. This was closed off though, obviously. And the privy didn't drop to the staircase. There was a pipe that leads outside. This is the original bricklayer's mark on the brick. Fireplace. And that used to be a window. This shows what the room might have looked like back in the day. Now it's all there's the well. I said when they expanded the castle in the 1700s, this became the kitchen because it was close to the well. Man, I love windmills. They're just so cool. That was a good castle. It cost 10 euros to get in, which I thought was worth it. And they number everything, so you can use an audio guide if you want. I didn't, but there's signs that tell you what's going on. But everything's numbered, so you know which way to go. I really like that too. So I just drove about a half an hour to the western part of the island, a town called Eckerö. It's not much different than the rest of it, but there's some nice views here, so I'm going to check them out. Another awesome windmills. The third one I've seen. The other one I couldn't get because no place to stop on the road. These are historic. This is the Eckerö Church. Another beautiful old church. They had something going on in there, so I couldn't go inside. Didn't look that exciting anyway. The outside was much nicer. They have a giant old ship here called the Pommern, which is also a museum, but unfortunately it closes at 4 and I'm here at like 3:57, so I guess I'm not going inside. But it's pretty amazing looking. It's unfortunate. It's supposed to be a really good museum too, but oh well. You win some, you lose some. This is Finnish beer. It's pretty good. Kind of tastes like Heineken. got this pasta for dinner. Hope it's enough to fill me up. That food was really good and it was really rich, so it did fill me up. It's kind of expensive, but everything here is, so that's what you expect.
The next day.
What a morning I've had, and it's only 5:20 a.m. I got up at 4 to catch the 5:15 ferry to Turku, Finland from Åland, and the taxi driver took me to the port that I thought I was going from. It turned out it was the wrong port. So I'm walking around, there was nobody there, and then finally another taxi drove up and I asked him to see what the deal was, and he's like, no, you're at the wrong port, you have to go to this other one that's 30 kilometers away, and it takes half an hour to get there, and the thing leaves in 40 minutes, so they stop the boarding. We'll never make it. I'm like, we gotta try. So he drove like 120 kilometers per hour on 90 kilometer per hour roads, even slower speed limit roads, to get me there on time, and I got running, and I was the last person on the boat, but I made it, thank God. Because the next one's not till 1:45 p.m. tomorrow. But I made it. So bye-bye to Åland. I'll be in Turku later today. Like a vertical rainbow. I enjoyed Åland. Thought it was a pretty cool place. Wasn't a lot to do there, but I think it'll be better probably in the summer because there's a lot of water activities. You can swim, you can boat, you can kayak. So maybe if I ever go there again, I think I'll go in the summer. But if you're going between Sweden and Finland, it's a good place to stop off. Different vibe, very small town type of place, so I enjoyed it.